How's it going, YouTube? Mark from Like Minded Lunatics coming at you with a Monday music matchup. I hope you're all doing well. I'm in Austin, Texas, as I've said on this channel a lot, and I am recording this on February 15th, so the day after Valentine's Day, and we have just had over half a foot of snow dumped on top of us. That's right, in Austin, Texas. It's an apocalypse outside. I'm going to be honest with you. It's like an apocalypse. So I think today what I want to do is I want to take a look at two covers of New Order's Blue Monday. Now, some of you who have been with us for a while here on the channel, you may remember that I actually already did a comparison video of Blue Monday. You can go watch that over here. What I didn't know at the time was that New Order actually did two versions of this song. So in that reaction, you'll see me reacting to New Order's both versions. So they recorded one in 1983, and then they re-released it in 1998, and then they re-released it in 1995. But today we're going to take a look at two actual covers from different bands. We're going to take a look at probably the most popular one, Orgy's version off of their album Candy Ass. And then we're going to take a look at the version from Health that came off the Atomic Blonde soundtrack. Both of them are super fun, but they are really different. So I'm kind of excited to put these things head to head. Before I get to that, let me thank all of our new subscribers. We are so glad that you are here. We're glad that you found a family of like-minded weirdos just like you. I encourage you to leave some comments. Let us know what you think about the channel. Also, make sure to check out my writing partner Todd Wright's playlist on this channel. It's called Drink, Play, Swear. You can check that out right here. Todd tries to play a video game as he's drinking and telling you a story. It's a great segment. You don't have to know anything about video games to enjoy it. So please go check that out. All right, folks, let's do this. Let's first take a listen to Orgy's version because that came out first. That was in, I want to get it right, 1998 off their album Candy Ass. Take it away. I accidentally turned the recording off, so we got to do that again. All right, so this comes off of Orgy's 1998 album Candy Ass. Orgy, do your thing. All right, that takes us right up to the lyrics. That intro is pretty similar to New Order's actual intro to this song. In fact, they're sticking pretty close, it feels like. Obviously, they're rocking it up a little bit using different synthesizers, but it's still got that all-encompassing sound. Man, this is a good one. If you've got a good set of headphones, this is a good one to plug into headphones because it sounds like, well, it sounds like you're in the middle of Tron or something like that. It's such a great song. All right, let's go over here to the Atomic Blonde soundtrack. Now, just an FYI, I think Mondo released it. I don't think I know. Mondo released this soundtrack on vinyl. It's a straight-up banger, you guys. If you've not seen the movie, if you've not listened to the soundtrack, you should track that down. All right, here we go. Health. This is from 2017. This one sounds more apocalyptic, you guys. I don't know about you thus far, but this one sounds much more ominous to me. I don't get the ominousness over here. This sounds groovy, right? It sounds groovy, it sounds dancey. This one sounds like something bad might be about to happen, you know?
Treat me like you do when you lady
I gotta say, I'm loving this one too. It does feel more ominous to me. I think it fits that film. I can imagine why the director would want this in that film. It feels like that film. You know, that film was about. It took place during when East and West Berlin were getting close to the fall, but it was still separated, and it feels like that. It feels, I don't know, underground. It feels noirish to me. Let's take it back over here to Orgy and listen to that those first two verses. God, I love the drums in this one. Not that I don't like them in this one. This one sounds... When I was a kid, I had one of them Casio keyboards, had all those pre-programmed drum beats in it. That's what this sounds like. Not in a bad way. It sounds very synthetic. This one, I think it is synthetic. I think they are using synthesizers here, but it sounds badass, that drum beat, right? Man, it's good. Let's rewind that just for a second. I want to hear that again.
How does it feel to treat me like you do? When you laid your hands upon me and told me who you are, I thought I was mistaken. I thought I heard your words. Tell me, how do I feel? Tell me now, how do I feel? How does it feel?
All right, I'm going to pause it there so we can bring it back to Atomic Blonde. But, man, this one feels way more dancey to me. This one feels like a ton of people in a small club. People are rolling on Molly, and it's sweaty. There are a lot of girls wearing chokers and dudes without their shirts on, and everyone's touching each other. That's what this one sounds like to me. I don't get that same vibe with the Health version. This one sounds like underground-y rave kind of thing. Let's go back over here to Atomic Blonde, the Health version.
Those who came before me lived through their locations, from past until completion. Let's turn away no more. And I still find it so hard to say what I need to say.
So those background lyrics, so the harmony in the background makes this one haunting, doesn't it? I kind of stand by that initial assessment. I feel like this one is much more haunting, much more noirish, much more things are going wrong-ish than the Orgy version.
But I'm quite sure that you'll tell me just how I should feel today.
They also don't have those, in the Health version, they don't have those really big, I don't know how to say it, like stanza breaks. I feel like that there's like a boo, like a in between each one of the stanzas in this version. This one's not. The guy's singing real breathy and kind of transitioning in between and out of them without those hard breaks. It's a really different vibe, right? Same song, completely different vibe to me. But still groovy as hell, isn't it? And what a testament to New Order. You know, again, I talked about this a minute ago. I've done the reaction to both of their versions. But man, what a forward-thinking band. And they didn't think this song was going to be big when they wrote it. But God, it's just, for some reason, what is it about this song that makes it so timeless? You know, we've got starting in 83, 88, 95, 98, 2017, and the damn song still sounds contemporary. What is happening? Wow. I like the liberties that Health has taken with this. I gotta say, folks, I'm really enjoying this version. Creepy as all hell, I think. You know, I think in terms of movies, like some of my earliest memories of songs are because of soundtracks. And so I think in terms of like narrative and coupling music with narrative. And man, this one's just putting some weird images in my head. I don't know about you, but man, let's take it back over here to Orgy.
From the past until completion, they will turn away no more. And I still find it so hard to say what I need to say. But I'm quite sure that you'll tell me just how I should feel today.
Man, that was badass right there. I like that. You know, and listening to both of these versions, I've done a little bit of sound mixing. And when Todd and I do our audiobooks or when we do any of our storytelling with music layered in. So I've done a little bit of editing and mixing and stuff like that. I bet they had a ball mixing and arranging these two songs. Don't you think? I can imagine that being in the editing bay, messing with these is probably just infinitely fun. The song is fun, it's a cool vibe, and you have an opportunity to throw in those weird sound effects like what they just did here. Listen to this again. That thing that sounded almost like glass breaking or something. I want to hear that again. It's a weird noise. It was almost a video game noise, wasn't it?
I see a ship in the harbor. I can and shall obey. But if it wasn't for your misfortunes, I'd be a heavenly person today.
That's such a great line. I do, I've already looked at the lyrics on this song before, but I think I'd be remiss without pointing it out again. This stanza is, I see a ship in the harbor, I can and shall obey. So there's something out there waiting for the protagonist. I can and shall obey. Obey is not usually a positive term. You know, if someone tells you to do something, if you use the verb obey, they're telling me to obey. There's a relationship there between master and subordinate. It's not a good one most of the time. And then, but if it wasn't for your misfortunes, I'd be a heavenly person today. What the hell does that mean? So the other person has had misfortunes. I'm having to obey the other person. But if I didn't obey that person, I would still be a heavenly person. So that person has made me do some unspeakable things. The lyrics are obviously ambiguous, but they're so interesting to me.
And I thought I was mistaken, and I thought I heard you speak. Tell me, how do I feel? Tell me now, how should I feel? Now I stand here waiting.
Boy, that's ominous. That synth is very ominous there, isn't it? That sounds like Stranger Things to me, doesn't it? It almost sounds like the Mind Flayer is in the background there with that synth. Sounds great. I'd be shocked if Stranger Things should totally put this in there if they haven't already.
I thought I told you to leave me while I walked down to the beach. Tell me, how does it feel when your heart grows cold?
Orgy's really leaning into that drum beat, right? And then the big synth after it, and then it blows up. Awesome. Let's go back to Health. That shit's creepy, isn't it? That is just creepy to me. My goodness. Now I'm feeling like this one should be in Tron. Wow. It's such a different version, but it's still, you can still hear the same. I mean, you can still hear the hook, you can still hear the drums, but it's completely different. This has got that. This one doesn't have that. It's like someone whispering in your ear, right? You can hear it on the wind. Where is that coming from? It's in a tunnel of some sort. Yeah, man. Very different. So I wanted to make sure I didn't get this wrong, and it just occurred to me. So obviously Atomic Blonde, for those of you who know, was based off of a graphic novel, and the graphic novel was called The Coldest City. It feels like that. Like if we were running a title sequence and it was still The Coldest City, that's the name we're going with for this espionage, spy, almost James Bondian style story, this version would fit over that title sequence. Yeah. Wow. All right, let's let Orgy finish up. Let me just get the slow fade out. Wow. My goodness, folks, I'm glad we did this one. Geez, I don't know where I'm at. You know, in this segment, I'm supposed to choose which one that I like better, or which one I think won the matchup. And let me be clear, I'm never dogging on a band. Normally, I love both bands, or, you know, both songs, and same thing here. I don't know, though, because they are so damn different. And I feel like if I was a director or, you know, something like that, I would use them for very different things in a piece of art. I think I'm going to go with... Nope, I think I'm going to go with Health. I think I'm going to go with health, primarily because I do like the imagery that it creates. I like how ominous it sounds. It sounds like something's going wrong. You know, it sounds like the lead up to an apocalypse. If the world was about to end, in the storm ensuing before the apocalypse, this is the version that I would play. But don't get me wrong, Orgy is an amazing version too. I mean, I remember being obsessed with this version when it came out, way back in, 98. Huh. All right, well, folks, tell me what you think. I do love reading your comments. I love reading your feedback. Always remember to keep it nice. You can be negative about my decision without being a jerk. The jerk comments get tossed in the shredder. That's where they go, and no one gets to see what a jerk that you were. But tell me what you think, because man, I am so torn on both of these versions. Also, let me remind you, I keep supposed to be mentioning this in the videos, but I don't even follow my own rules. You can follow us on social media sites. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, and we're on Facebook. So please make sure you follow us there. And do us a favor, if you've already subbed to the channel, first off, thank you so much. I'm glad that you're here. But recommend us to some of your friends. Say, hey, have you checked out this channel? They're doing some stuff that I think you might enjoy. We would certainly appreciate that. All right, folks, take care of yourselves. If you're anywhere near me, or anywhere where it's cold, stay warm, ladies and gentlemen. Get your coffee. Maybe throw some Jameson in it. If you're feeling saucy, throw some Jameson in there, and take care of yourselves, folks. And we'll see you soon.